Sapphire's class big debate. Today's question is the highwayman guilty? This side says he's not.
Is he guilty? Yes, he is! Is he guilty? Yes, he is!
And this side says he is.
He's not guilty! He's not guilty! He's not guilty! Because he got no evidence.
We have proof he is guilty because Mrs. Adams called in all the witnesses. Mr. Andy, Mrs. Cambridge the victim, Tim the witness from Selsdon, and P.T. Brooks.
He's not guilty because you don't know that they have no evidence against. And if you have any proof, please tell us so we can change our options.
Mrs. Cambridge, who was in the carriage, was horrified as the highwayman ripped her diamond necklace from her neck and scooped out her bag, which contained over £500. And he presented the necklace to Bess and kissed her and rode again. And that was the same day he stole the necklace, and he planned to steal more. He is not guilty because he brought the necklace and gave it to Bess with his money, the charity gave him.
And Bess was called in as the defendant's not accomplices, but his backup, and his sister. And Bess clearly said that it did not have a ruby on the necklace she got from the highwayman.
Going back to the admin question, she said highwayman, not Douglas Terrapin. It might not have been him, but if it is, the witnesses might have seen a highwayman, but not Douglas Terrapin. I agree.
Douglas Terrapin is not.
Douglas Terrapin was only 29 years old. He lived alone. His parents were killed and he only had his sister left. But his uncle was killed by the King's Guard. It was in his blood to become a highwayman because his uncle taught him how to use, but it don't mean that.
And he doesn't have to do the same thing that everybody else does.
His uncle taught him how to use a gun. And the way he lost.
Well, some people don't actually throw their ancestors, and he might have worked for the money. You never know.
But it might have been World War, and he might leave them stuff to try to keep himself safe. But even if he didn't steal from Mrs. Cambridge, he still was caught trying to steal from P.C. Brooks. Yeah. So it's obvious that he should still be arrested. And as Hope said before, that the charity gave him money to do that. But how do you know that the charity gave him money to do that?
Well, you never
How do you
know.
know that he stole it?
Because we have just seen, thank you.
You have no evidence to prove it.
He just attempted to steal from P.C. Brooks though, so he should still be in jail for that.
Well, you never know if it's his sister or Tim the Osler, because he's jealous of him being with the girlfriend, pushing her boyfriend to bend the black-eyed landlord's daughter. So you don't know, do you?
But he's stealing for a good reason.
Back to
to
him.
give people who are homeless money.
Back to Islam. Islam, his sister was in Scotland. He wasn't with Douglas Terrapin.
I agree.
But he still said that he did take from tried to take from P.C. Brooks, and even though he did steal for good, he still stole.
As you guys are saying that he stole the necklace from Mrs. Cambridge, how do you know? Because he might have found it. I agree.
I have my proof. One night he was riding and then he came across a carriage and he came up to Mrs. Cambridge and shouted out, "Stand and deliver your money or your life."
Yeah, but how could he? So he's in the carriage, right? He's right there near the carriage. He's behind and in front, and then 10 seconds after, he's with his love, Bess. He has with a necklace. It's going to have to be far away. That's impossible to travel somewhere in 10 seconds. She or he might have bought the necklace for Bess.
Back to the body. The body. He had a horse. Remember?
Yeah.
How do you know 10 seconds? It might take 10 minutes.
Yeah, back to Kira though. Why would you go up to somebody and say, give me your money or your life, once he's had a bad life back then? He wouldn't actually go and try to attack someone
as I was saying, the horses aren't that fast. The horses don't have superpowers. They're just normal. They don't run 1,000 miles in 10 seconds, do they?
Just remember,
I agree.
I said 10 minutes, not 10 seconds.
We're not sure that it was 10 seconds, are we? And Zachary Khan, he still attempted, so he was going to steal. But since the police were in there, he didn't steal.
But how do you say that he's still guilty?
Plus, there were three witnesses. One Goslar. There were three witnesses. Tim Goslar, Mrs. Cambridge, and Mr. Andy, the carriage driver. He saw Douglas Terrapin go into the carriage and steal Mrs. Cambridge.
Objection!
How do you know?
Because
How do you know Mrs. Cambridge was lying and just to try and get Mr. Andy was there. But you don't have any reason.
Mr. Andy might be lying.
The horse might not be 10 seconds or not 10 minutes. It might be longer or shorter.
I agree.
Yeah, but then later that night.
Back to Raekwon. Do you know when you said he will stuff and stuff like that? Yeah? But he was by himself, remember, because his sister was all the way in Scotland.
you say I was talking about his sister in Scotland. I was talking about Katie and saying that she said that it was Douglas Terrapin. He was wearing a mask. How could the people on the carriage clearly see that it was Douglas Terrapin?
Yeah, but I would be dumb enough to try to steal from a police officer when she's riding and she's looking that way.
And to tell you,
The fact is, it was later that night.